This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Mr. Golden, Mr. Woods, teachers, parents, and friends. On behalf of the 8th grade graduating class of Carusi Junior School, I'd like to welcome you to our graduation ceremonies and the celebration of our departure. These past 2 years have been years of change. From the sudden death of Dr. Carusi to our new principal, Dr. Wall, and the changing of the school's name from Brainerd Junior School to Carusi Junior School. Through it all, one constant has been the friendships we've made here at school. These friendships have enabled us to deal with the uncertainty we all felt from time to time. Hopefully, will be maintained for years to come. Our class has accomplished much. Today, 68 graduates will receive merit awards signifying their involvement in the school. 48 graduates became charter members of the National Junior Honor Society this year. In addition, we had finalists in the statewide social studies contest, district mathematics award winners, all South Jersey musicians, craftsman fair winners, etc. In sports, this spring we had a championship baseball team, and for the 2 years we attended this school, the track team has gone undefeated both. Today, as we look toward the future, we will see things in the world that we haven't seen before. Hopefully, we will find the courage to face the new challenges that stand before us. In closing, on behalf of today's graduates, I would like to thank the teachers, administration, and parents for all their support. Thank you.
The graduating class of 1988 would like to present to our principal, Dr. Wall, the school mascot which we've already purchased, and the money good letter machine.
A successful school can be measured in many different ways. Some would measure its success by the number of students making the honor roll. Others by the number of championship sports teams. Still others might measure success by the number of fine musicians or members of service groups. Here at Carusi, we measure success in 2 words: student involvement. 2 years ago, when today's graduates came to us, we encouraged them to get involved. Our awards program here at Carusi is our attempt to recognize those students who have become involved in a variety of our school's activities. We have 2 kinds of merit awards here at school. One is a white merit award. In order to attain a white merit award, a student must accumulate 35 points minimum in 3 of the 5 following categories: academics, music, service, sports, and publication. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our 1988 White Merit Award winners. Students, when I call your name, I would ask you to stand and remain standing. Parents and friends, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Our 1988 White Merit Award winners: Melissa Amon, Amy Augustine, Lisa Oldmiller, Karen Bender, Kelly Bowman, Tiffany Campbell, Erica Carrasquillo, Elaine Chomantowski, Tricia Kushan, Toby Davidow, Mark Donofrio, Scott Engel, Kimberly Folbaum, James Gannon, Scott Greenbaum, Ashley Greenfield, Heather Gross, Eric Hoover, Colleen Kelly, Alexandra Cruz, Vicki Lee, Michael Levitz, Gina Markhorst, Mick Mikowski, Ward Munn, Nicole Nanku, Philip Ronnie, Amy Rosen, Alma Santos, Sarah Schneiderman, Elisa Skoga, Gina Sierra, Greg Walkus, and Karen Weinberg. Let's have a well-deserved round of applause. You may be seated. In addition to the White Award, we have something called a Maroon Merit Award. Now, in order to qualify for a Maroon Merit Award, a student must accumulate a minimum of 80 points, and this may be done over a 2-year period. At this time, I would like to recognize our Maroon Award winners. Once again, please stand, and once again, please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Our 1988 Maroon Award winners at Carusi Junior School: Brian Altaker, Elizabeth Atkins, Cecilia Byer, Julie Carty, Robert Choi, Susan Chan, Tony Hyland, Sarah Duval, Sarah Fox, Rachel Garfield, Caroline Green, Anna Greger, Amanda Kelly, Angela Kim, Jennifer Lem, David Less, Scott Love, Jennifer Mingori, Brandy Norris, Jin-Sun Park, Maria Begonia, Daniel Rabinowitz, Stephen Schmidt, Sarah Seliger, Pamela Sita, Liesel Fuselon, Amy Sinor, Sherry Sklar, Tamara Stein, Nick Triana, Gregory Kendall, Teddy David Watson, and last but not least, Stephen Young. Let's have a nice hand. In closing, I'd like to recognize a group this morning. I usually do this because it is well-deserved. And that's our 8th grade musicians, orchestra, chorus, as well as our band members, who I know wanted to be seated with their friends today, but who kindly agreed to play so that our program could be as nice as we hope it is for you today. 8th grade musicians, just a quick stand, please, and let's have a nice hand for them. Thank you.
parents, and honored graduates. It's indeed an honor and a privilege to share the joy of this precious moment. For each moment in life is fleeting and precious, unique in itself. Yet never has a moment resulted in such a spectrum of emotions. For some, great joy, expectation, and freedom. Yet I remind you that freedom without responsible behavior results in chaos. And others being set adrift in a new and larger world without old structures is a frightening experience, yet it still is challenging. There is a tearing of the fabric that so long has closed 2 years of friendship. One cannot help but feel the pain of loss. But yet for this moment, accomplishments and success, a tide of such swelling joy that buoys our hearts to a new acclaim. And isn't this what life really is? A ceaseless flowing of successive moments. Moments spent which can never be redeemed. Deeds, whether good or bad, are etched now in history. Precious moments. The one loan that even the most grateful of those of us can ever repay. Many of you have used your moments wisely. You have distinguished yourself in academics, in the arts, in music, athletics, and service. You have competed in the fields of challenge and have wrestled victories in the hands of life. For some, the battle was not easy, but today each of you stand here to share equally the prize. And before each of you stands a great door of opportunity. Whether we use wisely our time to shape the future into the reality of our dreams is ours to determine by our actions and by our choices. Beyond these walls, there is a large world with many choices. There's the cool gang who thinks it's smart not to study or excel academically. There's the voices that tell you that it's easier to cheat than to study. There's the drug pusher who would rob you of your dignity and self-determination. And there are others who would put you down and call you different. All these influences, like the Pac-Man of computer fable, wait to gobble up your future. Success at high school will depend upon you, the real you, the you that has self-discipline, the you that recognizes that the easy road is not always the road to success. Nothing in your future can take the place of determination, personal persistence, and discipline. Talent will not, for nothing is more common than unsuccessful men who have talent. Genius will not, for unrewarded genius is a proverb in itself. And education alone will not, for the world is full of educational and educated derelicts. And so the moment has come, yes, even now, to look to the future. Because whether we desire it or not, that's where all of us are going. Your destiny is not in the stars or in some distant cosmos, but on earth. It is in your hands and in your heart. It is with this awareness and responsibility that we challenge you to set the course of your life. We challenge you to use your creative genius to enhance the dignity and worth of each individual. We must one day learn that he who made a world geographically together will not tolerate anything less than our togetherness. We cannot live alone. If anything the recent years have taught us, it is this: we are citizens of the world and members of a human community. I further remind you that the dream of success will not come to those who fall asleep in the 4 years of high school, but to those who know the frailty of the moment. A moment once lost cannot be redeemed. So use your moments well, for that is what the years are made of. Longfellow once wrote, "The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling in the night." This is your moment. Use it well. We challenge you to set the course of your life in building a better world. It is with this hope, by this faith, we shall continue to prepare young men and women to go forward and to conquer and to build, hewing out of stones of despair rocks of hope. Make the next 4 years at high school moments that will affect for good the decades to come. In closing, to the parents, We congratulate you for your supportive contribution to this hour of their achievement and accomplishment. To the teachers, once again, if you have met the challenge, if you have given of your knowledge and yet even of yourselves, then you shall be part of the makers of tomorrow through the lives that you have touched. And to this class, I do not offer you a life of uninspiring ease. I do not call for a life of great sacrifice. I ask you to join in a high adventure, one as high as humanity itself and exciting as the times in which we live. For your destiny offers not the cup of despair, but the chalice of opportunity. Go forward, firm in faith, steadfast in hope and purpose, and confident in the promise of a great future. May God bless you, and we love you.
At this time, I have the pleasure of awarding the John O'Brien Memorial Award. The John O'Brien Memorial Awards were first presented in 1984 to honor Mr. John O'Brien, who died October 1st, 1983. Mr. O'Brien was a teacher and department chairperson at our school for 20 years. During that time, he was loved and respected by both teachers and students. Each year at graduation, two $50 bonds, one for a boy and one for a girl, are awarded on the basis of the highest number of award points earned over a 2-year period. These awards reflect Mr. O'Brien's interest in students and his contributions to the Carusi School. This year, our winners are for the boys, Robert Choi. Will you stand up? For the girls, a tie. Cecilia Byer and Sarah Duval. Please meet in the office after these ceremonies and you will receive your awards. The American Legion conducts a school awards program annually for students graduating from 8th grade. These awards consist of a medal and a certificate for each student chosen. The criteria for receiving this award is citizenship, positive peer and teacher relationship, and a minimum of a C average. This year's recipients of the American Legion Postal Awards at Carusi are Linda Yee and Scott Engel. Linda is the kind of student that everyone likes, always smiling, always pleasant. She has been assisting for 2 years with the AV equipment. She helps her teachers. She does all of the clerical work that she can possibly do. She has been a great help. Scott is the type of boy who's always willing to help his teachers and fellow students. And this year, he was Mr. Stagliano's chief assistant with the Carusi News. Scott's commitment to the Carusi News is intense, is great, and we certainly appreciate having students with us this year.
All right, Scott.
Members of the staff, members of the Carusi Junior School family. Graduation is frequently associated with endings, and this, in my estimation, is untrue. Graduations are associated with beginnings. As a matter of fact, at universities and at colleges, they're frequently referred to as a commencement. And a commencement, as you know, means a beginning, a start. I wrote to all of you in your yearbook that change is a part of your life, that you must be prepared for it, and you must learn to work with it to your advantage and the welfare of all. You've already lived through many changes, and more will come. Success will depend upon what you make of it. Let's look at some of the changes that you've experienced, some of the events that have taken place. When you were in kindergarten, Ronald Reagan was elected, and John Lennon was shot. When you were in grade 1, Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded. The American hostages were freed in Iran. Sandra Day O'Connor was nominated to the Supreme Court, and MTV premiered. When you were in grade 2, Princess Grace died after a car crash. E.T. telephoned home, and the space shuttle made its first flight. In grade 3, Rambo drew first blood. Sally Ride was the first woman in space. When you were in grade 4, Geraldine Ferraro was nominated for vice president, and the Soviets boycotted the Olympics in Los Angeles, and Ronald Reagan was reelected. In grade 5, there was a moved scene from Mosaic Avenue in Philadelphia. It was a Live Aid concert, and Bruce Springsteen was at the Fed. In grade 6, Halley's Comet returned, and Ronald Reagan asked for a crusade against drugs. In grade 7, we celebrated the bicentennial of our Constitution, and the Iran-Contra hearings began, and Rainer Junior School changed its name to the Carusi Junior School. In grade 8, you are the first class to graduate from the Carusi Junior School in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. In conclusion, I'd like to tell you a story. You see, they know me well even in 1 year. It's about a wise man who lived long ago, not very far away. This wise man was very kind and loving, and was consequently much beloved by the people of this ancient land. In this same land there was a nobleman, a prince, who hated this wise man. He saw the wise man as taking from him the love of the people. The people listened to the wise man, not the prince, and that angered the prince beyond belief. One day the prince said to his followers, I have a plan whereby I can discredit this man in such a way that I can make him look like a fool. Each day, this wise man goes to the marketplace where he speaks to the people and gives them advice. Tomorrow, when the people gather, I'll go to this square and I'll disguise myself as a peasant. In my hand, I shall hold a white dove. When the crowd had gathered, I shall raise my voice above the crowd and say, Wise man, I have a simple question for you. This dove which I hold in my hand, is it alive or is it dead? Now, while this appears a simple question, it is not. For if he says it is dead, I will open my hand and let the bird fly away. If he says it is alive, I will crush the bird in my hand and let it fall dead to the ground. Either way, he will be mistaken. Either way, he will appear to have a mistake. Either way, he will look like a fool and he will lose the love. The next day came, and true to his word, the prince disguised himself as a peasant. Taking a white dove, he went to the marketplace. There he waited until the crowd had gathered and the wise man had appeared. He made his way to the front of the crowd and raised his voice. Wise man, he shouted, I would ask you a simple question. This dove which I hold in my hand, is it alive or is it dead? The crowd grew quiet. All eyes turned toward the wise man. The wise man paused, looked at the prince, and said, That which you hold in your hand, it is what you make it is. It is what you make of it. A wise answer from a wise man. Whether the dove which the prince held was alive or dead depended upon the prince and what he did with what he had. Today, you have a new beginning. Leave it in your hands. What you do with it will be up to you. Vincent, will you come forward to receive the diploma? Congratulate you. Wish you luck.
On behalf of the graduating class of 1988, I accept this diploma.
on behalf of Dr. Wall, I thank you for coming and sharing this experience with us this morning under not the most ideal conditions.